Television Network.
Ano ngayon? Mga nagpapanahong isyo, bubusisiin. Dito lang sa Ano Ngayon? Kasama ang bagong paborito niyong tandem, Ninyo Bonito at Chongke Benz. Ano ngayon?
Ano ngayon?
Attorney Harry Roque posted an expression of the former presidential advisor on economic affairs of President Fidel Valdez Ramos, and I quote, "That fight between Bongbong and Lisa by Jose Alejandrino. I have been looking at the report from an intel officer and the version of Maharlika in her recent posting on what transpired between the first couple. The only difference appears to be who hit who first. Maharlika's version is that Bongbong hit Lisa with some instrument which blooded her head. The intel version is that Lisa tried to choke Bongbong. It is well possible that after Bongbong hit Lisa, the latter retaliated by trying to choke him. The violent fight was heard by those outside the room. From both versions, it is clear. Number one, there was a violent struggle that most likely was caused by an overdose of coke. The former loving couple no longer aware of what they were doing. Number two, Bongbong turned blue due to shortness of breath caused by stress. The poor fella is 66 years old, the double number of the devil, and a combination of stress and coke can certainly affect him at his age. He's lucky he didn't drop dead from a heart attack when and if Lisa tried to strangle him. Never underestimate the strength of New Yorker, also under the influence of coke. Number three, both were rushed by helicopter to St. Luke where Lisa was treated for her head wound. Number four, apparently upon doctor's orders, Bongbong was flown to a mansion in Batangas, which an intel officer said was a safe house to keep baby Bongbong out of public sight due to his miraculous regression to childhood. If so, he has turned into a vegetable as I had predicted in an earlier posting.
Nabalitaan ninyo? Hospital kahapon. Mukhang sinakan ng asawa.
Naglambing at nagbubugan doon sa kalatagan. Na ospital
Sino?
ang asawang sinakan. Hindi naman nag-aagaw buhay. Ang mga alipores tutuloy sa pagnakaw.
Alam mo, Idol, sa apat na sinabi ni Alendrino, ang number 4 ang kaduda-duda kasi lumitaw agad si PBBM.
Anong sabi paglitaw?
Do I look like I'm sick?
No, Mr. President. You don't look like you're sick.
What?
You just look like in sick. Paano in sick? Cute naman ang pagkasingkit. At lumitaw sa madlang mamamayan. Di naman daw sinakan, di naman nagaw buhay, at hindi gulay-gulay.
At hindi gutay-gutay.
Aragoy!
Ang tungkol sa violent struggle dahil daw sa coke.
Kukurutan lang ba?
Ang tungkol sa PBBM turned blue due to shortness of breath.
Wala naman daw bugang naganap.
At tungkol sa First Lady Lisa was treated for her head wound.
I wonder if that is true.
Hintayin natin ang continuation ng story. Ano yung totoo dyan?
Ito yung bugbugan. Bugbog sa Congress ang pag-uusapan natin.
Sinong binugbog?
ang CHR binugbog sa pangaral. What's this?
KOJC is a religious organization.
Yes, Your Honor.
I think CHR should do something because we need to protect them. Protecting their human rights is the center of the function of the CHR. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor. But before the Commission acts on the situation and to perform whatever is necessary, we have to conclude our investigation. Perhaps, Your Honor, after the September 10 meeting of the Commission and Bank, we may have decided on a certain matter.
That will be 1 week from today.
Yes,
And
Your
we are
Honor.
expecting that there are a lot more violations will happen. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry for being insistent, but this is violation of civil and political rights. You need to protect people.
We understand, Your Honor.
They proceeded daw eh. Bakit hindi nila kasuhan ng tropa ni General Torre?
Ang labo nga ng sagot niya eh.
Ano?
Hindi nga natin maintindihan kung ang CSR ba dapat ay may preventive action sa mga violations.
Dami naman yung palusot na mga rason.
Nagpapalusot sa maraming rason. CSR means
Meaning?
Commission on Human Rason.
Commission on Human Rights. Ganyan. Ano ka naman eh?
Considering, Madam Chair, that it is a religious denomination, I would surmise that the worship services were interrupted. Some activities connected with the religious belief might have been interrupted. These are serious violations of their political and civil rights. Maybe like marriage are being celebrated in that compound. Baptism probably, anything you might think, activities that is related to their faith. And today, that is still existing. I think they're still prevented from doing that. What does the CHR intend to do or have done in the first place?
Our regional office, Your Honor, is currently investigating the situation, monitoring the situation, and in fact, we already
Investigating and monitoring, Mr. Chair,
different ones, Your Honor.
is not good enough. Considering the unfolding of events in several days and continuing up to today, I think CHR should do something because we need to protect them. Protecting their human rights is the center of the function of the CHR. Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yes, Your Honor, but before the Commission acts on the situation and to perform whatever is necessary, we have to conclude our investigation. So we have to determine based on our
By
own...
investigation, sir, you mean you are able to identify the persons, the number of persons, and their acts, and the damage or damages suffered, or the number of acts that constituted violations of their civil and political rights?
Yes, Your Honor. Those are among the details that we might need.
And when can this committee receive a report so that probably even Congress can act on it and do something about it?
Yes, Your Honor. As soon as the investigation is concluded, Your Honor, and the Commission and Bank...
Do you have a time frame, sir?
Ano ba time frame natin?
I'm sorry for being insistent, but this is violation of civil and political rights. You need to protect people.
We understand, Your Honor. That's why we directed our regional office to expedite the investigation. In fact, the region already submitted a few recommendations on a few rights involved.
Puro siya regional office. Regional office, recommendations.
CSR means
Ano?
Commission on Human Recommendations.
Yes, while you are doing the investigation, at least you should have done something to prevent further violations of human rights, because hindi na po matitigil, baka hindi na rin matigil ang pag-iimbestigahin nyo, because while you are investigating, nagagawa pa rin po in continuing violations of human rights? Can we
Yes,
expect, for example, a report by 5 o'clock this afternoon, Mr. Chair?
That would be impossible, Your Honor, because we will be waiting for the recommendations from the regional office, Your Honor. But
So 5 o'clock tomorrow morning? Or 5 o'clock 3 days later?
Perhaps, Your Honor, after the September 10 meeting of the Commission and Bank, we may have decided on a certain matter.
That will be 1 week from today.
Yes,
And
Your
we are expecting that there are a lot more violations will happen. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
May sinabon, may sinabon.
Ano sabon?
Sa palusot na rason, ang ulo ng komisyon, pinapasa na ngayon ang kanyang obligasyon.
Di ba ning sabunin, ang budget makukuha pa rin.
Iba rin mapagalitan. Ang budget, di naman naharang.
Ano ngayon?
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 Ano ngayon?